Thursday's Financial Times. And is Biden sending inflation back up in America, Leo?
Oh, yeah, there's a terrible move by Joe Biden. So he's cancelling $10,000 of student debt for millions of Americans.
Good for the students, though.
So, yeah, people they paused most student debt repayments during the coronavirus pandemic. But this plan on Wednesday extends that. So it's going to cancel $10,000 of repayments for anyone earning less than $125,000 a year. And people who are even worse off will qualify for $20,000. So this is basically Biden just bribing.
Yeah.
Just bribing his voter base, which are all, the young,
Is this like when Jeremy
progressive...
Corbyn wrote that manifesto and sort of said, I'll just give you loads of money, young people?
Free
broadband is a human right.
And this is an incredibly unprogressive move, because obviously the people that benefits are former students. So it tends to be wealthier, better off people who go to university. And the tax will be paid. And it's going to cost a huge amount of money. On average, $2,000 per taxpayer, whether it comes from spending cuts, borrowing or taxes.
Right.
So it rewards rich people and takes money off, plumbers and bus drivers to pay for it.
OK. Nick?
I'm going to give you a very balanced and objective view.
Oh, good.
And,
all for balance.
Surprisingly, because it's Biden, but the problem with student loans, it's very hard to discharge them through bankruptcy. They make it very difficult. And that's very unfair, because with normal loans, you can declare yourself bankrupt. And that's part of what makes America work, that you do get a second chance, and it encourages entrepreneurialism and so on. Now, the problem is, you can't do that. You can do it with a student loan. I've looked into it. It's very difficult. You have to prove something called undue hardship. And interestingly, Biden, as senator in 2005, made it more difficult because he extended private loans, so they also had to qualify for the undue hardship requirement. So he made it even harder to discharge a student loan. So that's somewhat ironic that he's now doing this, which Leo says is a bit of a bribe. So on the one hand, I think student loans are crippling for young people, and they should be able to get rid of them through bankruptcy. On the other hand, should American citizens really have to bail out people for their gender studies degree?
Yeah, I get that, but also, isn't it the case? I mean, the degrees in America are so extortionate.
Yeah.
They come out with... I mean, our debts are bad enough, but compared to what they pay in America... They come out with huge debts at the end of it.
And
so they should have support.
They should come out with huge debts, because, a lot of higher education is completely pointless. I mean, fair enough if you're doing, like, engineering, law, what's another good one? Like medicine.
Renaissance literature.
Something like Renaissance literature, something with a purpose that society can't move on without. But for a lot of young people, they should be getting a trade, earning some, building a house.
Wow. You sound like some 50s guy sort of shouting at his son who's a little bit effeminate.
Get a pickup truck. Like Biden, paying progressive students, just bribing them, just chucking $10,000, $20,000. That's the same as if Trump came in and, just gave it to go-go dancers and anyone with a MAGA hat.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it might work. I think people are going to respond to this, because no one wants to pay all that money back.
But it's like something you'd see in a Banana Republic.